Hello, welcome. This is LR Reactor, and thank you again for tuning in to Ready to React. I have been gone for quite some time, almost 2 months. Again, as I mentioned in other videos, I work quite a bit. I have to travel for work, and I don't always get able to do the videos the way I would like to do them on a consistent basis. But I'm thinking during the holidays I'm gonna be home a lot more, and I'll be able to get a lot more videos out because I got a lot to say, and a lot has happened since the last time we've been on. So this video we're going to talk a little bit about Sony and the Sonyverse. So a lot of you out there hopefully have seen Venom. If you haven't, go see it. It was a decent movie. It wasn't bad, and I still stand by my stance that I did not understand how you really could do a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Now that being said, if you're going to change the origin of the character, then yes, you could do a Venom movie without Spider-Man. So that's what they did, and it was okay. That they did it this way, and it made sense and everything. And my biggest gripe was, as long as he didn't have the spider symbol on his chest, I'm okay with it. So I was good with it. They didn't put the spider symbol on his chest. They didn't say he knew Spider-Man, and he really didn't exhibit a lot of Spider-Man's powers, like web slinging. He can climb walls. I get that. That's fine. But the things that Spider-Man would normally do, he wasn't doing yet. So how they blend that in the future, they can definitely do that and have him somehow meet Spider-Man and say that he's going to be the stronger host and somehow bonds with Spider-Man for a while, then go back to Eddie. I don't know, just speculation, but they can fix it. But I thought Venom was very well, and hope you enjoyed it as well. So now that they have confidence in doing some standalone movies in the Sonyverse, Sony mentioned that they will be in the process of getting writing and production done on perhaps a Kraven Hunter movie, Kraven the Hunter. And also Morbius. So Morbius, obviously, Jared Leto is in talks to, or has been chosen to do that role, and I think that's a good choice. It'll be interesting on the story and how they kind of, because Morbius is not as well-known character, and who would be his antagonist or who would be the villain in that movie. Or obviously Morbius would probably be the anti-villain, so to speak, or the anti-hero, so to speak. But Kraven the Hunter, very interesting how they can bring that character in. If they're not going to bring Spider-Man, they can definitely have Kraven be hunting Venom, this creature that you've heard so much about in San Francisco, the lethal protector, so to speak. So they could do that route or go another route. But the question is, should Sony be in talks with Hugh Jackman to play Kraven the Hunter? And I say yes. Obviously, Hugh Jackman has the physique and the height and obviously the acting skills to play Kraven, but he fits the mold. And if you can imagine Hugh Jackman, because he's always been clean shaven pretty much, besides the long sideburns that he had in Logan and in the X-Men movies. Think about him with the goatee. And there is a movie called The Prestige, in which he had, at the end of the movie, he had like a goatee and a kind of a Kraven the Hunter looking beard. You can kind of get an idea of what he might look like. But I think he could pull off Kraven the Hunter. Absolutely amazing job he could do with that character, with his acting skill, he already has the body, physique. He'll have to work out a little bit, not as much as he did for Logan, but he'll definitely have to work out, and he could pull that off. And I think Hugh Jackman will be fantastic for the role. But there's a lot of other actors who could also pull that off. I'm sure, whether they're A-list actors or B-list, it'd probably be A-list actor, because Kraven's going to need some star power behind it to get it going. So it'll have to be some kind of A-list actor of one way or another. But I'm very interested in seeing what they can do with the character. I mean, Sony has proven that if you have a good enough story, you can obviously do a story on a lot of the Spider-Man or Spider-Verse villains and characters, as you know. So I think Hugh Jackman, if you can picture in mind, could be a fantastic role for this part. And part for this role anyway, and also a headliner, seeing his name attached, and people seen him in X-Men movies and other movies he may have played in, more of the Broadway show stuff. But to see the range that he can act, and having him in that kind of role, I think would be fantastic for Sony. So tell me what you think. If you think Hugh Jackman is the right person to play Kraven the Hunter, or if you have some other suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Put them down here in the comment box. You also can email me at readytoreactnow@gmail.com, and on Twitter. I'm LR Reactor. See you next time. Take care.